And that he's a touch player rather than trying to belt it. Not a big man. And in terms of making the most of the power play and using the pace of the ball often against the paces, the quick men. So maybe, yeah, Baz, I'm with you. It's the spot for him.
It was interesting in the game yesterday that Mohamed Irfan went very short to him for most of his deliveries, didn't pitch anything up. However, Darren Sammy at the moment has 2 slips in play, so you would think that the message generally to Hassan Ali would be to see if he can pitch it up and get any movement. As I say that, the slip comes out. It's going to be a short cover. Boundary protection is behind the wicket at 3rd and fine. And on the money again. He's been impressive.
That's his strength. New ball, just goes back of a lens, skids the ball, gets a little bit of movement. And yes, you talked about Irfan. He stuck to that short pitch bowling, but this guy, he'll stick to his strengths with the new ball because there's a little bit of nibble that he gets, and that's the best opportunity that he provides to get a wicket.
Well, again, there's a quick early call. It's a very well judged single.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Hassan Ali in Australia. Recent tour down under for Pakistan. I'm just noticing here, taking a bit to maybe warm up and get going. Yeah, he's puffing, and I just wonder whether he's just bowling a little bit within himself, and understandably so, in terms of the qualification. But, geez, he bowled a lot of overs in Australia, and he's got through a fair workload in the last 3 months. So you've got to know when to pace yourself and get your rhythm right on in.
Words of wisdom, Danny Morrison. Did you pace yourself throughout your career?
Geez, I had to. I'm still trying to pace myself, Melanie. But, yeah, you do. And I just, common sense, try and prevail. But, you know,
do you pace yourself in the com box?
Always, always. Young man, always.
Last ball of the first. And it's through the defences. There's half a shout. I can't believe it. There you go. 3 for none.
Yeah, this should be interesting because he went for 5 boundaries with Delport getting after him. So a test for Oscar.
Man, what a delivery first up. Drags Shafiq out of the crease, picks the wrong line, gets the ball to turn away from the bat, and the stumpings, well, they're now going in the vertical direction at the back end of the tournament. Shafiq departs for 3, scores 3 for 1. Well, Kevin Peterson finds himself out in the middle a little bit earlier than he would have liked. Fantastic strike rate, 144. Best of 88 in this Pakistan Super League this season. That was a huge innings to chase down 200.
Oh, just had 1 KP the West Indian one. Now we've got another KP out of England via South Africa. Peterson on show again, the big stage.
Goes with a big sweep early, and there's an appeal. And why wouldn't you? Because, well, he's either a duck man or runs in this tournament.
He ran at it as a Shafiq and was nowhere near spin with the new ball. It's a long way down, isn't he?
Now the run-out, Baz. A lot of run-outs in the other game. Okay, it's a stumping, but my word, it's miles down. Shafiq.
Bit of footwork that time from Kevin Peterson. Well, these teams would have watched the game before and seen just how much turn was being extracted from this pitch. So footwork is key, but not on that kind of length ball. Still smiling about it. Why not? Another dismissal to your tally. And Sammy going on the attack. The protection on the boundary is long off and deep square.
I love this field. You mentioned on the attack, Mal. Sure is. 2 slips in. Men hunting up on the offside inside the ring. Long offs there. And deep backward square. But the turn and the flight, absolutely.
Ball ball.
And watchful Shazad on this occasion.
That's what Sammy Hay runs across. Just looking for a top edge. I think Stephen Smith did this right here against Pakistan.
Skied, opportunity, camped underneath it. Gone. Huge. So Hale Maqsood sat underneath it for quite some time, but looked very confident underneath it. Darren Sammy loves a selfie on a wicket. And he probably loves this one even more because that means that Mohammad Shazad, who's been in fantastic form, well, he's brought the under onto the screen. Can't believe it. Gone for a duck, and the score's 4 for 2. Riley Rousseau then comes to the crease. Not the best of starts here for Quetta. They've lost 2 already as we're coming up to the completion of just the second over. He was the man out in the middle last night for Quetta. Single for Peterson, but a fantastic over. 2 from it, plus 2 wickets. 5 for 2. Great vision of Dubai International Stadium here. Second game here this Saturday. Coming really down to the business end of the Pakistan Super League.
Ahmed Shazad trying to get at Asghar, but just enough spin. And he just skied it. Gone up in the air and a little bit of a prayer. And then Javed Afridi, happy.
Last ball.
Again, Peterson more than happy to use his feet.
And well, we've got left arm orthodox on for Kevin P. Funny that. This is great. It's just all scripted beautifully.
I'm not too sure how he didn't get bowled. The little deflection on the pad at the last second.
Football season, he kicked us to death. I reckon at one point, Shakib was appealing, but he was so far down, looked like he's head outside the line, and it still missed leg stump. Probably would have missed another set. Just got enough on it to get away with it, Peterson. Good thing he's up the other end now.
He's not using his footwork on length. He's basically out of the crease before the ball's even bowled. Certainly giving good opportunity then for Peshawar. This is the HBO box. Of course you're having fun. Best seat in the house. So the left-hander now on strike. Darren Sammy just taking his time here, making sure he's got all the angles right. The reverse early, and Darren Sammy's gone the wrong way. So tough behind the wicket these days with these type of shots.
Sammy went to his left first. Again, he sort of thought that the reverse sweep would go squarer, and if he was in his original position, that would have gone straight to him.
Last ball.
Yeah, he was there to just try and stop runs. You can see the movement. He's seen the reverse sweep shape, so he tried to cover a little bit more ground, couldn't get back to his right. We've seen him take some fantastic catches already, but can't get his right mitt around that one. Goes the reverse again, gets right on top of it, but can't get it through the field.
No. Could have, should have, would have won last night. Quetta. Thinking about things.
Last ball.
Running between the wickets. Careful, boys. Ends the third at 6 for 2.
Well, Shakib just polished off a maiden over the over before. He did one in the last match as well. So, see bowling in exceptionally good areas. So too is this man. Turn through the field, hit with power, and it will be a cool and cool 4 to Kevin Peterson.
Asghar with the new ball, got the ball to spin. First one. Lots of spin on offer. Both deliveries exactly in the same place where he's got the wickets from.
Again, Peterson more happy on this occasion to Asghar to stay back in his crease. Work off the back foot, doesn't get as much power on it, but picks up 2.
Brave here, the young fella. Could have given some flight. I know he's up against Kevin Peterson, but I think we can all appreciate that he has struggled against left arm orthodox massively as KP. Just can be brave enough with the new ball. That, like that, beautiful. That's the flight and guile he needs if he's going to get in the contest here and try and knock over Peterson.
Danny, he's been brave already. Ball with the new ball in the previous game, went for 22. Comes back with the new ball today and gets 2 wickets.
And again, Peterson very watchful for that length delivery. Great support here.
Mouse, does he come down? He's a tall man. There's long levers, Peterson, or does he stay at home?
Stays at home but finds the gap, and there's going to be a race on here. A bit of rain around, it's holding up a little bit. And some good footwork as well. It'll be 9 off the over, 15 for 2. The two South Africans were born in South Africa, out the middle for Quetta at the moment. Peterson. So, reminder, keep on tweeting. They're the handles and hashtags at the bottom of your screen. Get amongst it. Shakib. That just goes on with the arm, that one.
Two left arm spinners, both different. Asghar gets the ball to spin. Saqib gets the ball to come back into the right-hander. So maybe you stay at home when you're playing Asghar on this pitch, and when it's coming back in, maybe you use your feet.
Kevin Peterson agreed with you there, Baz.
Love the subtleties, don't we? Angles and how much Shakib's a round arm slider. Very different for the young fella.
Gets some width on this occasion. Hit forcefully, parried it down a little bit, which has meant that they've saved at least 2. A little bit of a slip in the field from Hassan. It's like Marlon Samuels did the initial fielding, got a little bit on it. Straighter line and better positioning from Kevin Peterson. He's brought up his second cool and cool 4.
Left arm spin, and it's a slow wicket, so you can just rock back, and Peterson's done this a couple of times now. Got to the fence with a back foot shot, using the depth of the crease. You have to do that on a slow pitch.
Again goes back, doesn't get all of it, but that section of the field is open with mid-off down on the boundary. You almost sense all the footwork that he did at the start coming out to the bowlers. He's just trying to get them to bowl a little bit fuller so he can stay back in the crease a bit. A change in the field now that Ryder So is on strike, the left-hander. It's got protection on the leg side. Square and mid-wicket. It's worked nicely to the leg side for 1. 8 runs coming from that, 23 for 2.
patrons enjoying themselves, and Wahab Riaz will hope that he can enjoy himself as well. Zalmi, if they win, can go top of the table. So it's all about battling for position going into the playoffs. That's the significance of this contest where the teams are already qualified. Riley Rousseau on strike. With a pace, rushed him.
Having a casual chat with Wahab Riaz when he was marking his run-up, and I said, how many years? He says, I used to be 24, but now 19, trying to iron out the no ball issues. He says it's causing a lot of headache to him and to the team. And that 19-yard sort of gallop puts him more at ease, I guess. That was a good delivery. Sharp. He is seriously sharp, or can be sharp when he wants to.
Yeah, really good shout this from Wahab Riaz. That's beaten him for pace, and it's just going over the top. Just. So good call from the umpire, but genuine pace from Wahab Riaz.
Quite amazing to see so much of bounce on these pitches here. During the test series against the Windies, we got nothing in the UAE, except maybe a charge at first couple of hours. That's about it. He likes to dominate. This is a very good setup. Wahab Riaz is quick. Kevin Peterson wants to hit him. 69 the other night, looked in sublime form. Flicks and drives. That's his favorite area. He hit a couple of great sixes over mid-wicket. This was probably the best. Yeah, probably that one then.
Throw this out at you guys, and we've all been in the position many times, just for young viewers especially, keyed in, and club cricketers as well. I think when we did the pre-show yesterday, I think it was Zainab, it wasn't Alan Wilkins, unless his hair has suddenly grown. We talked about the importance of the match for Quetta coming in having already qualified, not letting complacency get into their game. And they were complacent towards the end of the game last night. And I know once you're qualified and you're going into, you want to win, continue winning. You want to keep good habits going. So this game tonight is important to get back on that horse, get themselves back into winning ways. 2 down here could have an impact going into the playoff confidence-wise. Nice glide. Don't know what you guys think about that.
Well, it becomes a habit, doesn't it? You get into good habits. And Quetta would have stunned them last night. The 1-ball defeat against Islamabad, that would have hurt them badly. So yeah, completely agree with that. They want to get back onto that horse, as you say. cricketgateway.com for international viewers to follow us. And Riley Rousseau was left there, and he's played 2 very crucial innings this PSL, and last night he couldn't finish it. KP, where's that? Is he safe? Is he safe? He is. Wahab is clearly unhappy with that. I'm not sure whether he felt it was a catch or not, but it wasn't. 28 for 2.
Hassan Ali. And of course, power play only yielded 28 runs for 2 wickets.
Yeah, bowled superbly. Spun the new ball. And from where he was 24 hours back to where he is today, it's just been a remarkable comeback.
Nice tug away by Riley Russo, picked the length quite nicely and effectively.
Yeah, I didn't see that shot from him last night when they needed, what, 5 in the last over? I think he got frozen at the crease. Yeah, it was there to be hit. Length delivery, and this time no issues whatsoever. I think it's the way with which they lost the game would have taken a lot out of Gladiators, because they were the favourites. 7 in the last 2 overs. And somehow managed to lose it. Quite an incredible result for the United.
I thought Riley Russo's running on that last ball showed a lack of awareness for someone with his experience. Looks in good touch tonight. Looks as though it hasn't affected him. Nice little flip over short fine leg.
Yeah, if you become a little predictable as a bowler, then you can be hit like this. Very good improvisation. That's a brave shot, because he had to get down to the level of the ball, coming at around 130, 132 kilometers an hour. That can't be easy.
Nathan McCullum, he is an off spinner, but his brother bowled in the previous match. London bowled for the Qalandars. 8 bowlers they used.
Short fine legs going back, orthodox fine leg. Oh, serious cutter.
Bowler, you've got to have a lot of confidence to run in and change your grip on the ball to, you know, that there we are, you see how his fingers have just opened up a little bit and just come down the side of the ball.
Just short of a Sammy. And I think they should be bowling more of those on this surface, which is holding so much.
How close was this? On the bounce, an awkward bounce for Darren Sammy. Straight away looked at his hand, obviously not comfortable. Let's see what field is set for Kevin Peterson. There's a square leg and a long run in position. I think for a moment they thought of putting a mid-wicket in position as well. 3 men on the leg side for KP, patrolling the fence.
Might be 4. No, good footwork. And Shakib saves a couple of runs. 39 for 2. Shahid Afridi into the attack. Find that this is a helpful surface. If he slows it up, it should spin. Generally, he'll be quick through the air a lot of times.
Afridi's bowling it a lot quicker these days. So might be looking to play that shot again.
He could be good on this surface, Shahid Afridi. He'll get some spin on it from it, and he's quick through the air, so he'll not allow a lot of time to the batsman to adjust. So 3 dots, that's a great start.
Yes, and Riley Rousseau, he's faced 14 deliveries and he has 10 to his name. Low strike rate. Outstanding this from Afridi.
He doesn't bowl the wrong one, but then he can bowl this, the off-cutter. 4 dots. Pressure on the left-hander. Let's see how he reacts.
Shot of desperation, 5 dots now in the over. Shakib bowled a maiden earlier in the innings. Googly would be a prime delivery right now. I think he'll be eager to run past it. Excellent maiden over from Shahid Afridi to begin his bowling outing. 39 for 2. This year's HPL PSL best economy rates. Yazir Shah is up there. Hassan Khan, the 18-year-old, is in there in second place. Mohammad Sami's been bowling well throughout. Bowled that superb over last night to defend, 5? Shahid Afridi's in 4th position. That split the gap beautifully. He is batting like a dream in the last couple of games.
Oh, he has really hit this hard. It's scorching. This is the inner ring. You don't want to get your hands on this.
Bit of a score to settle against the left armers. It's a punishing drive. He looks okay, but when he wants to get out of the crease or walk out of the crease against a left armour, then he stutters and sort of gets into an awkward position. But when he's playing from the crease, he's fine.
Q-Mobile selfie. It's the moment to just to remember this match. Riley Rousseau's just got his feet in concrete at the moment. Just played out a maiden to Shahid Afridi. Now is he going to step out here? Oh, the Gladiator, he's in the way. I don't think he quite understands. He's not helping Kevin Peterson here.
You are tasked with the job of telling him to move.
Already asked Danny.
Down the track a fair way.
Yeah, he doesn't look that comfortable when he's looking to play a left armer like that. Nothing, 1-2, and then he gets blocked. Very accurate Shakib Hassan. Doesn't get the ball to spin a lot, but angles it back. And extremely accurate with his left arms.
46 for 2. Segment, and of course that maiden over is the gap there between the last 2 overs. Number 8. Brady continues. Return for him.
Yeah, it's an excellent over. Look at where he pitched the ball, right up there, and then shortened the length the moment he wanted to hit him out of the park. That was beautifully orchestrated by Shahid Afridi. Adjusted right throughout the over. That struck beautifully. What a classical drive that is. Hardly seemed to have hit it. Then a mighty response from Riley Russo. Played out a maiden to Shahid Afridi, and then have a look at this destructive drive. Really was something special.
Just trying to tell Kevin Peterson he's got a very good bat here, because the bat didn't go above shoulder height. Look at that, he just held the finish, and it's gone for 6 over extra. Would your bat have done that in your heyday, Ramiz?
Would have gone straight to the man at cover. Out. Today is Afridi's day. Are you ready? Peshawar Zalmi.
Got away with that. 50 partnership this is. It's come from 47 deliveries. Yeah, 50 from 47. That's a strike rate of 106. Coming up to the halfway mark.
Oh, has he got any pad onto that? It evades the keeper as well. Yes, leg by signalled at the halfway mark. One more to come, 58 for 2.
Just doesn't look to be in control when he's trying to come out of the crease. Almost fell on his face. He was off balance. Kevin Peterson really wanted to give it his full over mid-wicket.
58 for 2 after 10.
For 58. They're at half their quota. Have the Gladiators. Having been asked to bat by big Darren Sammy. Openers are gone. At the moment, this partnership has yielded 54 from 49, going rather swimmingly here. The last of our double headers for the HBL PSL, edition 2 in 2017. Rousseau and Peterson. And there goes Rousseau with a little swivel. And he likes it. And we like it a lot upstairs here.
To pick up the length so quickly. Just marginally short. He's rocked back and a huge swivel. It's gone like a rocket to the fence. That's a brilliant shot.
It's been spin, spin and more spin. Left arm orthodox. Ashgar and Shakib getting through the workload. To be fair, Peterson with his examination of left arm orthodox is 31 from 30. Oh, big shout! Pitched outside and turned a lot, one would feel straight away. First time, real time. Did go a lot.
Just maybe pitching outside leg. And there's lots of spin though. Trying to go leg side with the ball turning sharply.
Rousseau looking a little onside. Looking at long on and a little squarer. Feigns a little shimmy with a reverse one. Hustling for two. Make it easy.
This is the pitch mat for all spinners from Peshawar for this innings. And you can see the dots there predominantly in that good length area. A couple of shorter deliveries.
Come on, boys, come on, lad.
Cluster.
Not pitched a lot full. Because there's spin on offer, you have to use the pitch, so you're not going full. You're just bowling maybe good length, maybe just short of that, because it is turning.
Come on, lad. Come on, boys. Come on.
Yeah, it's challenging, to say the least. Batting on this. Against good spinners. Here's a top edge. Luckily, safely for Rousseau. And Rousseau is going to keep the strike. 11 bowled, 67 for 2. Burning ring of fire here in Dubai International Cricket Stadium. So Freedy's got through a couple as well. Shakib and Asghar got one each. Their sleeves. And 5 bowlers used. Dominated by spin with the 5 used. Darren Sammy. Catch a crow. Pepsi catch a crow. 100,000 US dollars of that pool. Divided by 13, I reckon, at the moment. I have to ask the producer. I think we've had 13 catches. 14, sorry. Stand corrected. Apologies. 14 taken in the stadium. Wahab with a change of pace. A few more boundaries here. And he hit 6 fours, 1 maximum. Suddenly like to chop up a gear here. Get towards overdrive in the next few overs. Quetta.
Slight change in the field here for Kevin Peterson, now on strike. We'll chat about this.
Oh, get back. Russo doesn't tie. Hunting up and very focused are the Zalmi army.
Gladiators do need to push on. They need a score in excess of maybe.
Pro with you.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I think we need to bring one into the comms box, maybe.
Oh. There's a shining one there. That was a GoPro. It's stuck on the back of the head there. Works wonders.
I'll bring my soft filter for you, Danny.
I need it. A wide, couple of singles, so only 4. The holding pattern here. No real fireworks of late. Yeah, good change up from Wahab.
Yeah, cutter into the pitch, and even Wahab's with the cutter gets a lot of purchase. It spins and bounces.
And it's not far off the zone that Kevin Peterson likes to hit in, but because of the ball cutting off the pitch, he was through his shot far too early.
Oh, dealing in singles. It's 72 for 2. With all that excitement, we're going to get this. The call and cool strategic timeout signal here at 72 for 2 after 12 overs. walking wounded out here. Dubai International Cricket Stadium. We've got Boom Boom Afridi running repairs. Doctors and nurses to the call. We've had the cool and cool strategic timeout. About to have another Pepsi Catcher Crow winner, I reckon. With great hands here over the weekend. Late into the piece here of HBL PSL Edition 2. Openers have blown it out cheaply. Shafiq and Shazad. We've got Peterson and Rousseau with a partnership of 68 from 62. There's some decent hitting to come, of course, with this Quetta liner. And with Shah Afridi, he's about to bowl, and we're going to go sideline to Ramiz Raja.
Yeah, I'm with record holder Yunus Khan. Yunus, आप mentor हैं मेरा off mic सवाल था कि mentor के कुछ टॉर भी हैं या नहीं? नहीं, टॉर को काबू में रखना बहुत मुश्किल है रमीज भाई इस वक्त, और जैसे जब आप खुद खेल रहे होते हो तो उस वक्त मेंटोरिंग आसान भी होती है लेकिन मुश्किल भी बाज़ हो जाती है। तो किन के बच्चों को ज़्यादा सिखाने में आप समझते हैं कि फ़ायदा है या कि बड़ों को भी सबक की अभी तक ज़रूरत है आपकी टीम में? नहीं, रमीज भाई हमेशा आपको आपको अपनी स्किल शाइन करने के लिए हर वक्त चाहिए होता है कि आप रोज़ बरोज़ डायरेक्शन चाहिए होती है, रोज़ बरोज़ आपको काम करना होता है। तो मैं कोशिश ये करता हूँ कि जैसे कुछ लड़के हैं हमारे पास छोटे हैं, जैसे अंडर कुछ लड़के हैं, और हम पेशावर ज़ल्मी नहीं कि कुछ लड़के अफगानिस्तान से भी हैं हमारे पास, और वो बिल्कुल जूनियर है, तो उनके साथ तो बिल्कुल काम होता रहता है। लेकिन जब सीनियर की बात आती है तो बाज़ क्योंकि बैक टू बैक मैचेस हो रहे होते हैं तो आपके पास टाइम भी नहीं होता इतना, लेकिन जहाँ जिसको ज़रूरत पड़ती है अगर वो खुद आ जाए बात कर ले तो ठीक है, नहीं करे तो उसको थोड़ा सा मेंटोरिंग करनी पड़ती है उनकी। आप समझते हैं कि आजकल की क्रिकेट में कप्तान के जो एक टॉर होता था, जो उसकी एक तरह से प्रेजेंस होती थी, उसमें थोड़ी सी कमी इसलिए आ गई क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग उसको हेल्प करने के लिए आ गए हुए हैं?
तो बिल्कुल देखिए, अब जैसे यहाँ पे अगर आपने मुझे देखा होगा तो मैं भी फील्ड करा रहा हूँ, मैं भी थ्रो कर रहा हूँ, मैं भी बहुत सी चीज़ें कर रहा हूँ, इसी तरह बाकी लोग भी कर रहे हैं। तो इस वक्त कप्तान पे वैसा प्रेशर नहीं होता जैसे कि पहले होता। जैसे अगर हम 20 साल पहले चले, 10 साल पहले 10 साल पहले चले जाएं तो बड़ा कुछ कप्तान को सब कुछ करना होता था। अब ऐसा नहीं है। अब फील्डिंग में भी आपके पास 2 से 3 कप्तान होते हैं, बॉलिंग में भी ये होता है, इवन बैटिंग में भी ये होता है।
आप क्या समझते हैं ज़ल्मी क्यों इतनी अच्छी टीम बन के उभरती है? आपने इनको पहले पिछले साल भी फॉलो किया होगा, क्या चीज़ खास बात है आपकी टीम में?
मेरे ख्याल से एक तो ये कि यहाँ सपोर्ट बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा है ज़ल्मी का। अगर आप देखो जैसे ज़ल्मी का मैच आता है तो सपोर्ट बहुत ज़्यादा था, तो सपोर्ट का होना बहुत ज़रूरी, जिस तरह क्राउड में है। उसके बाद अगर आप आपको टीम देख ले, जो हमारा कैप्टन है इवन शाहिद अफरीदी जब लास्ट ईयर थे और इस समय सेमी है, तो एक ऐसे करैक्टर है कि लोग उनकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट होते हैं और वो खुद न कुछ करते रहते हैं। मेरे ख्याल ये वो वजूहात है कि पेशावर ज़ल्मी, और जिस तरह फिर हमारे चेयरमैन साहब हैं वो भी एक आप देख रहे हैं रोज़ बरोज़ पॉपुलर हो रहे हैं और रोज़ बरोज़ वो हर जगह उनकी प्रेजेंस है। तो मेरे ख्याल से ये वो चीज़ें जो कि एज अ टीम आपको बहुत हेल्प करती है।
जीतेंगे टूर्नामेंट
इंशाल्लाह, कोशिश पूरी करेंगे।
थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू।
The great Yunus Khan, of course, he was captain and they won the ICC World T20 in 2009. Lords, the final, as we just see Kevin Peterson, a nice little reverse dab. And, splits the men behind square, behind point. Picks up a needed boundary. He's going again. Can't get past Marlon Samuels. And only a single. 9 from it, 81 for 2. partnership. 77 between these two. Nice bit of symmetry here. 31 from 31, 38 from 38. Kevin Peterson. He's just ruined that. This partnership is it's strong, but it's really accelerating and causing too many problems for Peshawar here.
10-0 from here gives them 150. That probably is what they will be aiming at. But very important that Russo and Peterson amp it up.
And he heard you, Bassett Khan. There's a maximum about time too.
Shaki bowls very slow. Gives a lot of hang time, and when that's slow and short, well, he just rocked back and hit it flat. Flat 6.
Yeah, that innings that you just spoke about, Danny, it feels as if it just sort of plateaued, hasn't it? Going at a runner ball. And I think after that strategic timeout, I think the discussion between Rousseau and Peterson was, right, now's the time we really need to amping it up a little bit. Rousseau looks like the man who's going to take charge of that a little bit more.
Shakib's last. Over, that is. It's a little leg side-ish. I think if Shakib Al-Hassan, to be honest, getting into the pads a little, he's been picked off here and there. Hasn't gone for a lot, but I think in conditions that suit the left-arm orthodox, he'd like a bit better return. And he's going to get clubbed here, and it's a wicket. Hassan Ali. What a catch. Is it? No, it's Asker. Well done, young man. Good hands. Running around. And this is a great comeback for this young spinner. Getting people out. Taking a very good catch in the deep on the run. And Rousseau nipped in the bud, as it were. 38 from 34. It's now 90 for 3. Oh dear, Riley. It's a joint with Bubba Razum would have gone past. Imagine he stayed for another 5 overs, Baz.
Yeah, just couldn't get to the pitch of it, but a good catch. He's running full tilt, the ball's coming flat at you. That takes some skill.
Very, very good running catch. Wide, so we've got Mohamed Nawaz out in the middle to join Kevin Peterson.
He's got a little bit of a promotion. I think left arm spin, left-hander comes in. Sarfraz just dropping down the order.
Last ball of the night for Shakib. Underway with a little outside edge. 92 for 3. Well, there's a dozen dots. He's done all right, thrown in a maiden to start there, so not a bad return. Just frustrated at times there, the look on his face, Shakib, but hey, that's a good return. With your 4 overs, you take that most days and nights. Here's Shah Afridi. Oh, he's whipped at his seamer.
It's a big way up, isn't it? Nawaz coming in before Sarfraz. Sarfraz, a wonderful player of spin. Quetta really have that change up.
Big shout from the bowler Boom Boom, Afridi. Not much from Akmal behind the wicket. Pepsi, give us a catch. Winner, Crow. Big Crow. 100,000 of them. That's right, you're on, darlings. Marvellous. Oh, straight up. It's got enough on, enough distance. No. Oh, they've looked at each other. Do-si-do, your partner on the dance floor. No one wanted it. Hafiz came over. Hassan Ali looked at the senior pro and said, "It's yours, boss."
Yeah. Professor wanted it and then stopped. Hassan Ali stopped as well. And Nawaz lives to fight another day.
I'm sorry, Prof. You called it. Hafiz, definitely his catch. He was calling for it. And then said no.
And the reaction from Afridi was priceless. He was giving the ironic applause.
But we'd call this club cricket back home. These are the mistakes you'd expect at that kind of level. Not at this level. No communication. What's that going to cost them?
Outside the line, I reckon. Oh, and a big wild throw at the poles. Captain's back there, though, going, what's going on? Where's the backing up? Get the ball in. And Afridi's still standing mid-pitch appealing.
It's all happening. Afridi wants the LBW. He's not happy with the LBW decision. Let's have a look. Maybe just outside that off stump. Afridi pleading with the umpire, and then this. A wild throw.
Geez, that was close. Wow, that was a close call for LBW. Akmal's in the thick of it. It's all happening here. 15 done. It's 98 for 3 now.
Afridi could easily have been 1 for 22, a strong leg before appeal denied. That's a mob selfie moment. Q-Mobile selfie moment. They're loving every moment of this. Weather is heavenly by UAE standards. This is a freak weather front that we have experienced here. It's been gorgeous, the evenings here. Pays scores.
70 for 1 in the middle overs. Right into the last 5 overs of the evening, and that's gone up in the air. Will this be taken? Catch! Hassan Ali is a strong fielder, and it's Mohammad Asghar who has picked up another wicket. Hassan Ali was in the mix-up just a minute or two ago, but he's looking at the toe end of his bat. Obviously didn't middle it. Peterson goes after scoring 41, 98. Skipper is in. Safraz. Need quick runs from the skipper. 18 matches, an average of 30. Goodish strike rate, 123. Got 250s to his name. Call for 2. Will get it quite easily in the air. That's good running. Went very high in the air. It's a good catch. He's a strong fielder. Making sure there's no confusion on this occasion. What is your vehicle then, Alan? Take you to Wales.
We've got a country full of them, all stolen. Yeah.
Thanks for the info.
Good catch, that, isn't it? Good catch. Noticed Hafiz sat back a little bit, didn't want to get involved. Love his energy, emotion. Mahmudullah Hassan Zulfikar next. We're into the 16th over.
That swept beautifully by Safraz. He's such a good sweeper of the ball. Very good against spin. Busy at the crease. So many good things about him.
Yeah, he gets in a good position there, doesn't he? Sweeps on lengths. Are they Danny's friends? He's got a few now, isn't he, in the crowd?
Pakistan team management sees a long future for Mohammad Asghar. They feel that he can partner Yasir Shah here in UAE as the second spinner. He's part of Test squad in Australia recently. So he's been marked to assist Yasir Shah. They feel that he's got the turn, he's got the resources, he's got the temperament to be a good Test bowler.
And you also have the emerging talent of Shadab Khan from Islamabad. What a series he's had.
He'd probably be on that T20 tour to West Indies. We've been reliably told that's big and over the rope. 6 down the ground. So in the over, it's 112 for 4.
Oscar's picked up 3 wickets. Once again, it's those 2 leading overseas players, Peterson and Rousseau, who've got runs. We're into the 17th over now. Talal Sheikh says another day, another thriller in the PSL. Pollard, you beauty. He finished the match with a 6 and a 6, and Karachi live another day.
Yeah, this is it. The big moment down the ground. Another one, a flick, a half hit that carried. He was all pumped up. Magnificent action. And back there's a lot of anxiety and excitement, a bit of frustration at times, but Karachi Kings with a memorable win. It's the calmness with which he approaches such a situation that is stunning, really is. We've seen him do that consistently, almost every time during the IPL in India. And here, once again, standing firm.
Yeah, he's a wonderful performer. He's statuesque in the middle, isn't he? So tall. And Salman Iqbal, now he can sit back, at least for the night, he can have a restful time, possibly, because tomorrow is Islamabad, Karachi.
I just want to add my voice there as well, not because it was Karen Pollard or West Indian, but you know, it sent shivers the way you guys called it as well down to the end there, and the type of climax that, you know, we needed in an fantastic to watch.
You know, he's such a sublime finisher of matches, and yet so often, I know I've said it myself, I'd like to see Pollard getting up the order, having more deliveries to face. Would Karachi be a better team if he batted higher up the order?
He would. I've seen him bat often enough, and I know he can come in, but he prefers to take a few balls, run the ball around. He likes to run singles as well. That was his struggle, I think, with Gale. No harm intended. But he likes to run a few first and then get into his innings. He's got first-class hundreds. He's a proper player.
Yeah, a guy who can hit the ball straight down has got to be a good batsman and a good bet in T20 cricket. And such a powerful striker. Can snatch the game away from you in a matter of minutes.
Oh, he's got this through. It's a chase, it's a chase, it's a chase. Oh!
Really?
Afridi has shot marvellously there.
Well, this was brilliant from Shahid Afridi. Have a look at him. Oh, magnificent commitment. This lifts the entire fielding unit if your senior pro is fielding like that. Straight back. Oscar gets to the ball. The bounce, it's a good return. Just 5 off the over, a very good one. 117 for 4. A lot of fans for Danny Morrison. Beware. Pepsi catch a crore. This time of the innings, the business end of the innings. Batsman looking for a 6 or 2.
So, Rambo, You talk about Pollard. Oh, they're going back for two. Had to be a good throw. Keeper has done well. They might go upstairs here, but I think he's got home. If the throw been a little more accurate, I think he could have been struggling.
I've seen so many throws from the deep on the bounce. I haven't seen a rocket arm yet. So most of them think that it's out. Fan vote says out, O-U-T. 65% says not out. I think he's gone. I think he's short of the crease. Kamran Akmal gathering the ball and hitting the stumps. That's good keeping from Akmal. Qatar Airways decision pending. It's got to be a red light, I think. O-U-T. Safraz is dismissed for 8. And Quetta Gladiators slump a little bit more. 118 for 5.
New man in is Mahmudullah Riyad, Bangladeshi. But it's another Bangladeshi, Shakib Al Hassan, who got the throw in. But he threw it, Shakib, but a wonderful piece of keeping by Kamran Akmal. Here we go. Went to his left hand. Wasn't bad, but that was great. That was a super piece of keeping. We've seen MS Dhoni do that many times. Get the ball and throw it back down, almost backhanded.
That was a quick release. First by the field in the deep, and have a look at Kamran Akmal, because at times you lose the sight of the stumps because you're out of position and do not really know where the set of stumps is. But on this occasion, he had it covered.
What was good about that was the way where it bounced. Oh, he's chopped on. Came down the pitch. Little extra pace perhaps from Wahab Riaz. And Mahmudullah, that is under.
Yeah, you can have your omelette now. Yeah, that's Wilco's omelette. 118 for 6. .118 for the loss of 6. He's young, but very exciting. Hassan Khan. And for the future for Pakistan cricket. Jumping out of the crease. I think it probably was a slow ball. Got to the, hit the toe end of his cricket bat. He's got serious pace, and when he gets it right, it can be absolutely lethal.
I would like to know what his time is for a 400 meters or 200 meters, because you see a lot of bowlers have a measured approach to the stumps. Wahab is almost flat out when he's letting it go. That not many bowlers reach such a pace running in. Watch his run up here, it's beautiful. And he's almost flat out here.
Yeah, I agree with that. And 200 meters is the right call. 100 sprinters are maybe a little too quick. The 400 meters are a little too, I suppose, lower in pace. But you've got to get in there with good momentum to bowl at your optimum pace. Most of the fastest bowlers in the world will race to the crease unless they're big, lumbering, strong men. So the pace of your run-up is integral to fast bowling. And I'm not talking medium pace, Rambo. We're talking fast. Waqar Younis, Shoaib Akhtar, Wasim Akram.
Yeah, and quick arm rotation as well. Good figures for Wahab Riaz, 1 for 11 in 2.5. A slow ball that's gone down the leg side for a wide.
And what he has done, Wahab, he's shortened this run-up. I think you mentioned it just a little bit earlier. I think it's about 5 or 6 paces shorter than it was during the World Cup, the ICC World Cup 2015. And then he really did get into a gallop. But I think this is conserves energy.
And I think he gets a bit more control as a result. Another slow ball to end the over. Good over, just 4 runs from it. 121 for 6 after 18 overs.
It looked like Shoaib Akhtar for a moment there from a side-on glance. Amount of selfies in the crowd.
Well, you know, it's a Q mobile, so that's a double Q.
And like Shoaib, he likes himself.
Oh. Shoaib Akhtar, are you listening? Are you watching?
That's gone up in the air. It's the bowler himself, and he takes a very good catch. There's a bit of a collision with the striker, but that didn't deter him from what he was trying to do and achieve. This really was a very good catch there, complaining to the umpire. But I think it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional, but he kept his eye on the ball, and so picks up a very, very good cotton ball. Nawaz is gone after scoring 18. It's 121 for 7.
Batsman is Zulfikar, and 121 for 7, Zulfikar Baba. But that, I think, is the one catch that has gone the highest in the tournament. It was up there for a long time. Hassan Ali's proved what a good fielder he is.